Actor Gauri, known for her work in both Malayalam and Tamil cinema, took on a sexist YouTuber. The Tamil actor blasted reporters on body shaming. She took him on when he put a question to another actor about Gauri's weight. Listen in.
நான் பேச விடலாமா சார்? நான் நீங்க பேச விடல என்ன? சரி, நீங்க அன்னைக்கு ஹீரோ கிட்ட கேட்டீங்க, அவங்க இப்படி இப்படி அவங்க தூக்குறீங்க, அவங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு வெயிட், அது ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாடி ஷேப். அது பாடி ஷேப்பிங். நீங்க பேசும்போது நான் உங்களை இன்டரப்ட் பண்ணல, நான் பேசுறேன், நீங்க இன்டரப்ட் பண்ணாதீங்க. அதான் டைரக்டரோட சாய்ஸ்ங்க, நீங்க யாருக்கு அது கேக்குறதுக்கு? சரி, நீங்களே நடத்துங்க. இல்ல, அது ஏன் சாய்ஸ் இல்ல. நான் ஏன் வெயிட் அவங்க எவ்வளவு வெயிட்னா அது ஒரு ஸ்டூபிட் क्वेश्चन தாங்க. நான் உங்களுக்கே சொல்றேன், அது ஒரு ஸ்டூபிட் क्वेश्चन தாங்க. அது என்ன கேள்வி அது சார்? நீங்க அது என்ன கேள்வி? நான் ரொம்ப ரெஸ்பெக்ட்ஃபுல்லா கேக்குறேன் சார். நான் உங்களை ரொம்ப
Sam Daniel joining me live. Sam, all I can say to Gauri at this point is well done for taking on that sexist vlogger. Just tell us more about the conversation before we ask you more questions on what is happening surrounding the story.
Vedika, so much of compliments for standing her ground for Gaurika yesterday in that press meet, which was supposed to talk about her film Others, turned into a heated exchange of words with that particular journalist who appears to be a YouTuber. Body shamed her. She made it very clear that question is inappropriate, insensitive, and she stood her ground, although she was the only woman, as she claims, in that hall, and that she was targeted. And joining us now, Mr. Aditya Madhavan, the protagonist of that film Others. Thank you very much for your time. Many would say the entire team who was with Gauri yesterday, they did not open their mouth, in a sense, let her fend for herself. Do you think others should have stepped in to help her, to stop that question?
I feel like definitely, sir, but at the same time, she was trying to say something that was her perspective, and we really didn't want to interrupt her every time she was trying to say something. And they were talking on both sides. It was a very loud, space where the voices were echoing, and I did not want to interrupt her at any point whatsoever, because she was trying to make a point. If all of us are talking at the same time, her point, what she's trying to say, is not going to get across. And today, the fact that she's the sole focus of what she wanted to say, that's the whole our silence, that's the whole point. Like, what she was trying to say got through because of our silence, because we really support her and we're always going to stand with her. We do not condone body shaming of any kind. I personally am a big advocate for it, because I was a fat kid. I was someone who was fat. I did go through all that struggle. They used to bully me, and I had all that. The thing is, she was handling it. She owned that space. I feel like as a man, it's usually like coming to a woman's defense. I don't think she needed that.
This is the second time the same question was asked to her.
Yes, actually the first time the question was asked to me, and it was my first press meet. This is my debut film, and I was very nervous. And at that point, she was not able to. She could have got the mic. She could have spoke about it, but she said it's beneath her. She's not going to talk about it. And I think I handled it in a different way. I handled it in a comical way, which kind of like settled the area and not agitated anyone. But the second time they asked it again, after the film's release, after they watched the film, where we're going to be talking about where we're a new director, a new actor, a new team, a fresh team, a very young team, it really pained me.
Tell me about your film. You have taken up a very interesting theme and role about the challenges in IVF, especially the kind of conditions those IVF-born children face.
Yes. So I play a police character. I realize that without the moustache, I don't look much like a police, but on the screen, I've done my part to look like an actual police officer. And the movie is about a medical crime thriller. It's about an IVF fertility clinic where Madhumita, Gauri, plays a doctor character. She plays my fiancée in the movie. So it's about a medical crime thriller where IVF babies that are born through IVF, there's some kind of thing that makes them being born different. So I think in the trailer there's like a line that says, before the baby is born, the crime is committed. Right. So it's a very sensitive topic. We've taken it in a way that audience will enjoy. Audience will go out, and we've also added a bit of, the directors added a bit of a social responsibility at the end of the movie, which will make the audience think. I think the title Others, why is that Others, there's a question we had a lot. But I feel if you watch the movie in the second half towards the end, you will understand it.
You spoke to Gauri after the press meet yesterday?
Oh yes, I did. I did speak to her personally. I did speak off screen. See, there are certain things that we cannot say on screen, and I'd like to address the fact that that individual does not represent all press and media.
That's right.
Because it's a bad name for all of us. And the thing is, press and media, the fact that the movie Others is out through the audience, to the audience, is because of press and media.
Right.
So she even made that point. She was like, I do not generalize everyone.
That's right.
She made that point very clearly. She was not generalizing all media. And I'd like to take this opportunity to say that. And it's a very good thing she brought it out. To be honest, I'm glad she spoke about it, and I'm glad it was only her speaking. Because I feel like the question was asked about, this is a fact that a lot of people talk about. I think they don't ask these questions to male actors. But the way they ask it, the tone which they ask is kind of different. They would maybe ask it to male actors, but the tone which they ask to female actors.
The larger idea is to get more views, to make it go viral. Is that the idea, you think, for such questions? Or
at the press meet, we had no idea this was even coming, because that's the whole point why I was...
Right.
Once she got a hold of the stage, I felt like she completely had it under control.
Right.
Maybe in the video, the cuts seem a bit different, but I was there.
Right.
She completely owned that space, and I think everyone supports her.
My colleague Vedika has a question for you. Vedika, go ahead.
Joining us here on Breaking Ground, Sam, if you could just ask Aditya, you spoke about how viral this incident has gone online. A lot of people commending Gauri for all that she said, but also a lot of people saying by keeping quiet at times, it feels like complicity when men don't stand up for women. We've heard Aditya's version. We've heard what he said. It was perhaps Gauri's fight to fight. But the question here is a lot of people seeing this as being, keeping quiet is as bad as being complicit in a sexist act, as shocking as this.
Right. You explained your stand, how you wanted Gauri to take up that space and speak it out. But many would also say keeping quiet at times like this could also be seen as complicity.
I don't think so, sir. If I didn't answer your question, if I didn't make a stand here, that would be silence. It's never too late to speak about it. It's never too late to speak about it. I can talk about it day after tomorrow. The issue is still going to stand. It's an issue that's always happening. It's not an issue that happened that day and it just didn't get over the next day. It's an issue a lot of men are facing. So it completely annoys me when people ask, okay, you took a stand later. I mean, I still took a stand. Maybe in that split second it was my first. See, thing is, Gauri is a seasoned actor. She's met the press 4 or 5 times. She was very experienced the way she handled it. I think the way she spoke kind of proved it. But it was my first press meet. It does not condone the fact that I didn't speak. I apologize for the fact. I wish I stepped in sooner. I really did. But I wanted to make a stand at some point, and I figured I was going to do it today. I'm answering the question right now because I wanted to answer it. Because I can't just say anything that comes to my mouth. I don't think that shouting all the time really is like proving a point. Sometimes staying silent and letting them take the stage is better.
Right. Vedika?
Sam, one last question. I think Aditya's been very big there by apologizing as well. But like he said, he's spoken today. My question to him is, did he speak to Gauri later about this incident and what was the conversation about?
Did you speak to Gauri after the incident and what was it about?
I did speak to her. It was about this. I didn't want to invade her personal space as well because I feel like she's the type of person that needs a space when such incidents happen. And I did console her. I did tell her that it's going to be okay, it's going to be fine. But I think, deep down, I do know that it's not okay. I did tell her that, but I think I just sat with her. I didn't want to, say anything. And I feel like she didn't deserve that. I don't think anyone deserves that, man or woman. But I really feel bad. Yeah.
It's a question the larger journalist community also should reflect to make sure that they do not ask insensitive questions. So Vedika, we're going to speak to Gauri as well in a short while from now to get a sense of how she feels now and what would be her larger message on this issue. But she in fact, she receives so much of commendations and compliments on social media for standing her ground. To begin with, it was Chinmay on social media who had appreciated her, and in a short while we'll speak to Gauri as well. But at the moment, Aditya sharing what he went through at that point in time and how it took time for him to.
Right, Sam, and
allow
thank you
this
for joining us
wrong
live
time.
with Aditya there.